All right, boys and girls, today we're going to look at penny jar problems, and the learning goal here is to try to figure out how many pennies are going to be in the jar on certain days. Now, we worked yesterday with figuring out how to start with, how to add to, and how many days there were, and figuring out what the equations were with those days. So we're going to expand that today. But let's just go ahead and start off like this. So let's say that I have a penny jar, and on my penny jar, or I should say in my penny jar, I have some pennies. We're going to go ahead and just say that I've got, we'll say 3 pennies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make 3 pennies, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to label them 1, 2, and 3. So I started with 3. So I start with 3. Then I'm going to say every day I'm going to try to save my money. Every day I'm going to add 3 more pennies into that jar. So I need to write next add per day. Sorry, this is sloppy. And I'm going to say 3. So every day that I do what I'm supposed to, I need to make sure that I add 3. So day number 1 comes around, and I got all my work done, so I make sure to add 3 pennies. So I say 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to count on there. So really my equation, because I started out with 3, right? So if I start with 3, and then I add 3 per day, what's my equation going to be? It's going to be 3 plus 3. Because watch, if I added 3, which was 1, 2, 3, then I've got 4, 5, and 6. So on day number 1, how many pennies do I have? 6. Day number 2 comes around. On day number 2, I have how many pennies in my jar right now? 6. And how many do I add per day? 3. So my new equation is 6 plus 3. And if I look in my jar, I've already got 6 in my jar, so all I have to do is add the 3. So then I just count on 1, 2, 3. So 7, 8, 9. So 6 plus 3 equals 9. So far, so good? Yeah. Day number 3 comes around. On day number 3, how many pennies are in my jar? 9. And how many do I add at the end of the day? 3. So then I have to go 1, 2, and 3. So it becomes 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12. So this is how we get it started. And if you're paying attention carefully, you might already see a pattern here. In fact, the pattern is right about here, and it even extends to here. 3, 6, 9, 12. And if you're not quite sure what I'm talking about, well, imagine a number line. Starts at 3 and goes to 12. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and 12. So let's go back to that previous slide. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's the pattern that I'm talking about. Watch what happens if I start at 3 and I get to 6, because I started here and now I want to get to right here. So if I start at 3 and then I need to get to here, and then the next one I need to stop at is 9. So then I go and stop at 9, and then the last one is at 12. So then it's here. So if I do this every single time, how many numbers am I skipping before I get to the next stopping point? 2, right? I'm really counting by 3s, because 3 doubled is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. I'm really counting by 3s. So over here, when you come to day number 4, if you can see that pattern, you may not have to worry about making all of the pictures and all the equations. You might be able to immediately see, oh, wait, that's right, we're counting by threes. So really this is 12 plus 3, which equals 15. Okay? And you could of course use a hundreds chart to help you with that as well. Now, my question to you is, how many pennies am I going to have on day 5? And if you think that's easy, how many am I going to have on day 10? On day 10. So, if you think you know the answers to those questions, please raise your hand. And if you're watching this on Edmodo, go ahead and leave a comment back telling me what the answers are.